Hi friends,
Hi.
welcome to Q&A number 4. Grandma and Grandpa, we're happy to be with you.
Before we get started, I want you to see this cute picture. First of all, that is Buckhide, the horse that Grandpa told you about in the last video, and that's his brother and sister riding. And then this is a picture of little Craig feeding a lamb on his grandpa's farm. We thought you might like to see that. Okay, now let's get down to it.
Okay. Question number 1. What are your favorite places to visit?
Well, I spent some of my growing up years in Maine, and I love Maine, right next to the ocean. So many trees. I love Maine. Washington, D.C. is another place I really like to visit. There's so many interesting things to see, and it's a beautiful city. So those would be two of my favorites.
Yeah, couple of my favorites would be Yellowstone in Wyoming and Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. I like both those places.
Good choices.
Okay. Who are your favorite baseball players from the 50s and 60s?
I was a little young in the 50s, but some players that I remember a little bit later on. We loved the Boston Red Sox, so Carl Yastrzemski and Carlton Fisk were two of my favorites. We loved the Dodgers. Steve Garvey was one of our favorites, and I had a chance to meet him once, and that was kind of exciting. How about you?
My favorites were Milwaukee Braves players, Hank Aaron, Eddie Matthews, Warren Spahn. We took the newspaper, and every day I would get the newspaper out and read the box scores to see how they were doing, and so that was my favorite baseball players. Okay. Any book recommendations?
Probably my favorite book of all time is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. It's a story that takes place in World War II, and it presents characters from both sides of the war, and you really come to care about them and love them and appreciate the perspective. And I love the ending. It was very thought-provoking. Another one that I liked that had quite an impact on me was Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. It might not be the Stargirl that you're thinking of, but it's a really great book. It made me think about how sometimes I hold myself back from doing all the good I could do because maybe I'm embarrassed. I think someone might react strangely, or it helped me to realize that why don't I just put myself out there and do as much good as I can. So those are two of my favorites.
Good. Before I went to college, I read a book called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino, and in the book it had 10 different ideas that this person found these scrolls, and on the scrolls were these values, and so I incorporated those values into my life. Every day when I got to school, I would repeat those values, and they just became embedded into me, and I'm still being blessed by reading that book today. Okay. Do you all prefer pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes for me.
Waffles for me. And what are your favorite foods?
Okay, to be honest, probably chocolate chip cookies. I also have a favorite comfort food because when I was a little girl growing up, every once in a while my dad would cook dinner for us, and he always made fine noodles with bacon and tuna. And he used to add a little butter and salt or add some olive oil or something, and that was my favorite as a little girl, and it's still my favorite today.
I like anything that's sweet, as long as it's got peanut butter and chocolate and some caramel. But my favorite everyday food would probably be pizza. It's so healthy for you, according to Google.
We really do try to eat healthfully.
Yeah, we're still planning on living a long time and try to get more vegetables in there somehow. What are your favorite TV shows?
We like a lot of oldies because we're old. We also like to watch sports. We love college football. We love NBA basketball and college basketball, and we love the World Series, and we love sports. I enjoy American Idol, America's Got Talent. We like shows like that.
Yeah. I'd like to be on America's Got Talent as soon as I find a talent. We always watch Leave It to Beaver when we go to bed. It's kind of a comfort show.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
right to sleep. What are you guys' favorite seasons? Mine would have to be spring. Just after a long winter, seeing the plants and the grass, the trees, the flowers growing. Spring is my favorite.
I love autumn. I love the colored leaves. I love crunching in the leaves when they fall from the trees. I love the fall holidays and the fall clothing, the cool air. I love everything about autumn or fall, whatever you call it.
What was your favorite video to film?
For me, I think it was called Cookie Jar Thank You. It was right after we had found out from Cole Kitano that he had made this little video about us, and people started asking, is Grandpa coming back? Is Grandpa still alive? And we made a little video to kind of reintroduce Grandpa and say Grandpa's back, and that was fun.
My favorite one was when we went to the Syracuse Museum and they had a cow there that would moo unexpectedly. That's my favorite. I milked a lot of cows when I was growing up, and so that's a
And they
good
probably
one.
moved unexpectedly too, didn't they?
Yeah. Okay. What about your favorite car?
I had a Camaro once. Our neighbors down the street fixed cars, and they had a really nice Camaro that they were selling at a good price, and it was just fun driving around in a little sports car. I really enjoyed that.
One of my favorites was a 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner. It had the beep beep Roadrunner horn, and I really enjoyed that one. Someday we hope to get a convertible that we can put the top down and drive around town
Hey,
with not a care in the world. Hey, thanks for joining us today. We love and appreciate you guys, and you changed our lives. We hope we can change yours in some way,
yeah,
and we hope to see you again soon.
yeah.
Bye now.
Bye.